Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
Half dollars minted before 1970 have a percentage silver content, which you can tell by the sound they make when you drop them.
Which is not your fact.
No, it's not my fact.
That is Luke's fact.
That's Luke's fact.
That is Luke's fact.
My name's Cameron.
Good job.
And he knows things about money.
Apparently. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner to tell me things about money, like how you're going to give it to us. Or
By going to teespring.com/dapsmagic
to buy our product.
Because we have a bunch of people wearing stuff from
Yeah.
teespring.com
Our
tonight.
audience has a lot of our
like
logo on it.
almost half of them are wearing Daps
It's
merchandise
honestly like
tonight.
weird to see. I like it
It's
though.
like real.
Yeah. I feel famous.
Use the hashtag Geeks Corner and talk at us.
Talk at us, please.
Speaking of the hashtag Geeks Corner, we had something happen last week that might go down in history.
Go down?
Yes.
Cool.
It's going to be never forgotten. Do we have that? Can we watch that, Tyler? I'd like to watch
What
that.
are we watching?
Let's watch.
The many other things we're going to talk about.
Use the hashtag.
Pause the show.
We need to
for a
pull
moment.
that clip.
Where did that come from? Who made that?
Daps magic. Cameron made it.
Of course it made it.
Offensive.
Who else would make it?
Delete that off
Anyone?
the internet, please.
Right,
now.
yeah.
It's on the internet now.
It's on the internet, and we want to see what you can do with that same clip. So go to last week's show.
Yeah, the edited version. I'm really looking for like a really cool like text message tone.
Or auto-tone it.
Yeah. Oh, if you could tune it and make a song out of it.
Yeah.
Play the Cantina theme from Star Wars using only that. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if anybody knows how to do that, but that would be
Go
amazing.
learn, internet.
Teach
I
yourself
command
a
thee.
new skill for us.
That'd
Yeah,
be
please
cool.
don't
Do it.
do that.
Yeah,
Actually,
actually, you probably should.
Or you could like take other clips of other things and then answer questions and stuff with that.
that takes a lot of dedication.
And this didn't?
No, you can have a lot of fun. Like you get that scene from Titanic where it's like, "It's been a pleasure surfing with you, gentlemen." They go to play and you just
Your dolphin voice does not sound nearly.
Or you could take what he just did and what she did last week and put them together and make something even
make
more
a
magical.
monster.
What's a group
Yes.
of dolphins called?
A pod.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
the Geeks Corner pod. I still haven't bought merch yet. Bailey says I got distracted and bought a sizzling up with taco.
You bought a sizzling up. I know what that is.
I'm
And I'm very proud of you.
Okay, good job.
How do you-
Ah.
Wait, what?
Sizzling up
what it is?
taco.
No.
Okay, so
Taco from TV. You know.
I live on the internet.
I'm aware of what a taco is.
We don't live on TV.
Yeah, we live on
Yet.
people's computers.
We did at a time years ago. Fun backstory of Geeks Corner. We talked for a while about putting ourselves on public access to,
UHF. Woo!
and that's actually why we do a half an hour show now, is because you had to be exactly a half an hour long. So we're like, let's see if we can do it, and we can. Yeah, we should put ourselves on public access.
No, we don't have to.
You
do
can make that happen, right, Tyler?
My dolphin
It's
noise
like, yeah, no problem.
is in
Yeah.
enough places.
Then it could be everywhere.
No.
Because if we were public access Anaheim, then we'd be there for all the people going to Disneyland, and that would just make their
They'd be like,
stay
this girl scares
so
me.
much more magical. And we could give them tips, and we could do exactly what we do anyway, and people would think it's cool
And
because
they
we
would
live by Disneyland.
Go to Disneyland and they would see us and they would think you were awesome and they would be scared. But it'd be like the normal.
No, they
thing.
would
Yeah,
think.
Actually, yeah, wouldn't be much different from normal.
I
Oh
can
my
just
gosh, Mr.
imagine.
Daps, here are random people we don't know. Can you take pictures?
That's the best is when they go, Mr. Daps, we love your show. And then he's like, well, here's Katie and Cameron. And they go, Mr. Daps, you're great.
Anyway, hold our bags.
So, if you ever want to meet Mr. Daps in person, we'll hold your stuff.
Or like come ask for
Ruthie
autographs from
always
us
takes
and don't
pictures with
acknowledge him. It'd be
everyone.
great.
Wait, what?
Ruthie takes pictures with all.
Ruth is the best.
Yes.
Yeah, she asked where you were on Sunday.
She did.
See, you were missed. All right, let's move right along. Sunday, speaking of, we do the Sundays with DAPs. That's always one of our favorite things to do every year, and that is the Egg-cellent adventure.
Ah!
Wow. You got another one.
Eggs make? What is that?
This is so nice thing.
So if you don't want to actually go egg hunting, you can go watch our video. We will show you where every single egg is at Disneyland. We didn't do the other two though, because we didn't want to spend that much time. But it was fun. What do you think of it?
It was magical. I don't think there were any this year that were too hard.
Yeah, I think they're pretty easy, right, Luke?
So you didn't have to
Yeah.
draw this up time for it?
No, there was one. It became the monopoly of Disneyland, where it starts taking too long, and you start losing friends, and you start saying awful things.
Was that the
you
part
can't
where I
take
walked
back.
away?
17 minutes.
But at one point, we walked into the store where there was supposed to be an egg, and Mr. Daps goes, "Oh, I see it," and then Luke goes, "Yeah, Katie, why don't you see it?" And then Mr. Daps is like, "Oh my God, Katie, if you can't find this, you're just an idiot." I'm looking around, they're like, "It's right there." It turns out they didn't see it. I still had a corner to walk around. They went, "It was more fun."
You know the best part about that though is we pointed exactly where the egg was and didn't even know we were pointing at it. It was great. Like we're like, it's right there, and then it turned out it was right there. We just hadn't walked far enough to see it yet.
And that was like the third egg, and I was like, I'm gonna tear this map up.
So Steven says, serious though, what did I just watch? I feel like I was being mean to Katie, and all I did was watch.
Well, welcome to Geeks Corner.
You obviously have a conscience. You're going to need to leave that at the door.
Yeah. Well, at least towards me.
That's true.
Okay. D23 is returning next year. It's going to be here at the end of August, and we have the dates on our website, dapsmagic.com. What are you most looking forward to with the 2019 D23 Expo?
Going.
That's
I've
a
never
good
been.
thing
I haven't
to
been
look
either.
for.
Yeah, I've never been.
So are you both making commitment here and now to go to D23 Expo and see Bailey in line for...
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
like
only
you
reason
said.
to go. Like,
Yeah.
That's what happened last time.
Are we going D23 this year?
Next year.
No,
Next
year?
year.
2019.
Next
And
year?
tickets will go
Okay.
on sale this August. Is it 23rd? How is that for out of... That was pretty good. So August 23rd, get our tickets.
Yeah, I'll be
Right? Be there, be square. What are you most looking forward to with...
Many more details about Marveland. I feel like they can spell things out a lot more.
Okay. Do you think that's going to be the model they're showing in the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I was gonna try and have a really funny response, like characters I could see in the park anyway, but
But they're actually people walking around dressed up as those characters, so it's so much more fun. Cosplay?
Yeah, cosplay with us.
You could do one each day. Annie did that a couple years ago. She was Kim Possible, and everybody kept coming up, and then I was taking their pictures with her. It was funny.
what a role reversal.
It was. It was great. We had a blast. It was
Yeah,
great.
no,
So
maybe
I thought
I'll.
you'd be excited about the Star Wars Land opening up very soon after that.
It's before
Is that before that?
Yeah, because
I don't know what time is.
D23 will be in August.
Well, one will be before and one will be after,
Well, yeah,
I'm assuming,
'cause
right?
Disney
Yes.
Worlds will be in fall. I almost said
In
spring.
blah, blah, blah.
I was gonna say
Whatever that is.
spring.
Okay.
And then I was like, wait, no, spring comes first, and then fall is at the end of the year. I'm smart.
Love W Disney says sneak peeks of all the Disney animation motion pictures, the
Yes.
animation ones. Okay, from the back row tweeting. Thank you.
Tweeting.
Wait.
I'm actually looking forward to the live action movie motion picture thing. Like, I think that
Oh,
will
the
be a
panel.
lot of fun. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, it's worthy. Yes.
The
those suits
oh,
we-
now. Yay.
I'm not wearing a suit tonight. That doesn't work. I hear. Yeah. That and then Disney Legends is always a lot of fun. Who do you think will
Yes.
be added to that roster? Any guesses?
You.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I don't think he's attained legend status yet.
Is Robert Downey Jr.?
I think he's getting
yet.
closer.
I think he would be one.
Depending on how the events play out in
I
Marvel.
think Chris Evans could be one potentially as well.
Come on.
No.
No.
Aww.
Sorry.
Ron Clements and John Musker.
I think Ron Clements and John Musker are very good guesses as well.
The dynamic duo.
Who's going to be from TV side? ABC. I know who I'd love is Greg. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think so yet though. I don't think so. Any ideas?
I don't watch television.
Haley Atwell, maybe. She's been in Marvel from like almost the beginning too.
Maybe Haley Atwell. I think that might be a little bit. She's not big enough. I don't feel like. She hasn't made enough of the impact into the Disney.
I'm trying to think through the properties that are coming out between then and now. Like maybe Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews.
She already is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Oh, so you were talking about.
It's who's going to be added to the roster.
Oh, I thought you were talking discussing. Like,
No.
Talking there.
No, it's usually Bob Iger that
Yeah,
hosts
okay.
it.
Bob Iger is going to induct himself 6 times.
Also, I'm working another 10 years.
The previous host of the Disney Legend Awards has been on ABC.
Tom
Bergeron.
Tom Bergeron. Yeah, he should. That would be the TV one. He's not a legend yet?
Bergeron is
No,
not.
yet.
He should be.
Huh.
I think you're right. So yeah, it'll be fun. Any specific like exhibits that you are hoping they will have there? Maybe a Marvel Land
I
thing.
wonder if the
but
tech will be like. What if they do like a VR walkthrough of what it's going to look like or something? Because they're getting pretty close with that tech.
kind of like
That'd
that thing I got to do.
be- Yeah, exactly.
But on a much bigger scale.
yes,
That could be cool.
that would be very cool.
Okay, let's move on. Captain Marvel began production.
Yes.
Cameron, I feel like you're the most excited person about this movie, so lead off.
I love the time period setting for it, because
I love how it looks like Norm the Porg is
just riding
like,
the
riding.
thing.
Yeah,
Like so, it's 90s, right? Like 91, 92.
and
it's-
Clark Gregg is going to be in it.
That's Coulson, right?
Phil Coulson
Yes.
will be in this.
Yes.
You didn't know
Because
this?
this is happening.
Phil Coulson is going to be
Four.
in. Sorry, you don't like to know.
Young Coulson is going to be in this.
So does that mean
Younger.
CGI'd Coulson, or are they just going to give him a different haircut?
I mean, I think
Makeup
he's
and
to pull it
haircut?
off. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they have to do too much digital stuff for him.
I mean,
but-
because really, if we were going to be accurate, that era of Clark Gregg is West Wing era, when he was, I think, FBI. Bailey can check that for me, but that's what he should look like. Anyway, keep going.
So, but in fiction, that'd be acting ensign Coulson. Like, what age group would he be in? That's very
Something like
interesting.
that, yeah.
But yeah, it's like early '90s is the setting, and for me, early '90s still isn't the past. Like, but like into. You
Just
think,
wait till you see the cars and the wardrobes.
it's but like I like that like style, like that kind of Lisa Frank color spectrum. I think.
Do you
that-
think they're going to have AOL in it?
like dial up? Like here, I need to find out some information about the perp.
And then someone starts calling someone else and it's all over.
Are they going to have
Get on
the
the internet.
big cell phone?
So,
Or if it's later, flip phones? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
Or
yep.
a car phone. Oh, you remember car phones?
Mm-hmm.
This show has become member
I was
when.
gonna say, is this Night at the Roxbury with their car phone?
Yes. Okay.
I think it is going to be visually stunning because they can have a lot of fun with it.
It's far enough away that you can really play with it, and it's not too far away that it's going to be super expensive.
I also think it's going to do a very important thing, and this is much more why, but like in the zeitgeist, it's going to start giving us a focus of 90s lore because we don't really have that yet. Like you think like 1980s, you have a picture of.
I believe
what's in there.
Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in it too, Tyler.
Oh, young Sam with Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be fun. It's Coulson. He like tripped and spilled coffee on one of his eyes or something.
That's all. That's what it was. The skewer. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So prediction for this movie:
I didn't see that.
2 thumbs.
2 thumbs.
2 thumbs. I think it's an easy one. This last weekend we watched Star Wars: The Last Jedi and tweeted along as we often do with the hashtag DAPs.
TLJ.
TLJ. Thank you. And getting to see it again. What did you think of it this time around? Wow. You know what's funny is earlier tonight we had a talk about awkward pauses and how they're the worst thing ever. Like, silence is not a good thing. Anyway, lead off, Cameron.
Let's
Yeah.
live in the empty space. It's okay.
Let's not.
I enjoyed it because I always enjoy movies more when you can get up and get snacks. It's true. Because then when you're hungry or you want more peanut M&Ms or you want more brownies, you just get up and you go get them.
So what'd you think of the movie?
I would say that I enjoyed it more.
Okay, good.
Because I was
Did you
comfortable.
pick up anything new this time watching it, or? Okay.
I picked up that they were in space. You know, that went over my head before. That scene with Carrie Fisher, I just didn't understand it. I was like, why is she... That's weird. Does gravity not work? And then this time I was like, oh, they're in space. Also, I cried again. Surprise.
Cameron, please save this segment.
There were a couple of things, and without getting too deep into spoilers for it, though, if you haven't seen the movie by now, what's
Shame
wrong with
on you.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that has a good reveal that is referenced beforehand, specifically with Luke towards the end, that I keep catching more and more of stuff that they very subtly acknowledge before it happens. One of the biggest points, and can I just do a white spoiler here? White spoiler here. They implied something very interesting that I didn't catch until this watch through, which is, I already noticed it was
How many
strange.
times, this was how many times you've seen it
This is,
now?
I think, the 4th time I've seen
Okay,
it total.
no, go ahead. Spoiler.
So, spoilers. It's very clear that, at least in my mind, that Leia knows Luke isn't there, in truth, because he hands the Hans Dice thing, and she believes it, right? But one interesting thing I didn't catch before, up until now, is Luke disappears, and then several moments later, for something chronologically, is when Kylo comes in, picks up the dice, and then the dice fade, which means that the dice last longer than Luke did, and if that timeline is correct, then Luke still had some control over it. I think that's a really heavy implication towards Force Ghost. I think that is the nod that we're going to see in
That's fine.
Yes.
Any other thoughts on Star Wars? Tweet along.
Dude, Star Wars is fun.
Are you
Also,
gonna do an article on it?
I'll put together a best of.
Yeah, do that.
We're very funny.
Are we?
Yeah, there was some really, really good moments.
It was fun because we had Danny with us this time from Arizona, our AP from AZ, and we're trying to get her to do articles on that. So
it's tough to watch a movie, tweet a lot, funny, and then try to keep up with everybody else being funny in the room. It's actually very fun.
and read all the other tweets.
Yeah, so you're reading them, you're laughing at really inopportune moments in the movie, but it makes it very fun.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. I don't remember what it was. Oh, no, I don't remember. I commented on something out loud. I thought I remembered, and then I didn't. Oh, Ray thinking, like,
Yes,
child
yes,
of the
yes.
Force thing. And so I said it out loud because it was like, show me who my parents are, and it's Ray. And I was like, oh, she's child of the Force, haha. And then Cameron tweets it, and so I called him out, and I was like, I said that out loud before you tweeted it. Like, that's offensive. He was like, I didn't hear you say that.
No, I conveyed that tone through text, so it's pretty obvious, yeah.
And I was like, I yelled that, and I yelled, midichlorians!
To be fair, you yell the word midichlorians 5 to 6 times a day.
It's a daily requirement. My watch reminds me if I haven't said midichlorians yet, so midichlorians, midichlorians, midichlorians.
And it taps your wrist.
I just met my goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Midichlorians.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bonus features are really good too. Like, there aren't as many as you'd ever want because there's just never enough. I mean, I would love to see the Lord of the Rings bonus pack because that was, I think,
The only thing longer than the movie itself.
Yeah.
right, but it was the best collection of extras ever. But I'd love to see that with this movie because the quality for the bonus features are that high of a level where, like the Director of the Jedi bonus feature that's an hour and a half is literally a very well done documentary and one of the best extras I think I've ever seen on a Blu-ray release. So make sure you check those out too, and we'll have to wait 2 more years for the next one.
I want to talk about something that they show in the bonus features, but they don't really highlight. And I've been ranting about this for the last couple of days.
We'll take a nap while you talk
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
So, Andy Serkis does great mocap for Spring Leader Snow, right? But he does something so cool and so quick they don't even talk about it. He's sitting there doing the mocap, and there's a point when Spring Leader Snow, using the Force, summons the lightsaber and catches it casually and sets it down next to him. And I assume that was done in post, right? You watch the video of the mocap, Andy Serkis is just sitting there with full mocap equipment and doesn't look at it and catches the lightsaber and then sets it down, which means somebody off screen threw the lightsaber to him. He caught it without looking and set it down, playing off that he
I just want to know
was.
how many times he tried.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely 1,000 times before that. But it was the most casual, cool thing, and they don't talk about it at all. It's just catch, put down. I'm like, I would have never been able to do that in a billion tries. Thanks, Andy Serkis.
No, that was just my thought of the episode of The Office where Michael's like, catch you on the flippity flip, and he like throws the basketball over his shoulder, and then he does it like 30 times, and he's like, wait, I did it? Like, that was what I imagined. And then they were just like, we don't want to talk about it. It's really embarrassing to Andy, actually, how many times he had to throw that lightsaber at him.
Andy Serkis, we know you watch. Let us know how many times it took.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And if you're embarrassed, we're so sorry.
Continuing on with the Star Wars universe, they released a segment of the new Thrawn Alliances book on StarWars.com this week, and this is going to make a very deep connection, it appears, with the theme parks, which is cool because if you watch Star Wars Rebels, read the books, Grand Admiral Thrawn is all over the place. Darth Vader, obviously, everybody knows as well, but both of them will be going to the planet Batuu, which is where Galaxy's Edge will be when it opens next year. What do you think about them literally tying in the future theme parks into current movies and future movies and TV shows and books?
One of the biggest things I love about the Star Wars universe, and one of the biggest caveats I had when Disney actually took it over, is how enriched the universe is and how detailed everything is. Before the expanding universe was actually taken away, everything had a story right down to the skull that Luke throws in Episode 6 to hit the thing that shuts down the Rancor. That had an entire backstory about the person. Like, everything was written out. I love that level of detail. I like that we're getting some of that back, and I really like that as they continue to introduce new properties, we're getting that depth of knowledge that fans who enjoy that kind of thing can dive into, and people who don't care as much don't need to know it. I think that's the best part, is that there's that balance.
Well, and the cool part, too, is they're being so darn intentional about the whole thing that they're really able to control the entire universe as they move forward. So then you start thinking of Rian Johnson's trilogy and all of these other things, Jon Favreau's TV show. You know this is going to fit into the bigger picture of everything, and that's going to make it even more exciting, I think. Speaking also of Star Wars Night will be May 3rd at Disneyland. Tickets went on sale today for annual pass holders, and you're going to go as Star Wars something.
I'm going to go as Star Wars.
One Star Wars. She's going to be the opening scroll.
And I'm going to
so you're just going to wear yellow?
People are going to be like, Katie, I'm like, bah! Every time
Very
people
good.
say anything to me.
Okay, well that's exciting, but
I'm just gonna
really,
be one Star Wars.
but really, what's
So my
the
thing,
options?
I have a Han Solo costume around. I also have a Princess Leia dress that I can't wear into the parks because it has a floor-length cape, and you
No
can't wear
capes.
those. No capes. So I don't know if I should do Han Solo again, if I should do another take on Princess Leia, if I should do something else entirely. Any ideas would be very helpful. I have a couple ideas that I want, like people suggested that I should go as an Ewok. And I would have never even thought of that. So if you have ideas, please give me ideas for what to be as Star Wars. I don't know. Star Wars!
Star Wars!
Help!
Okay, any ideas? Tweet them at us.
Tweet, please.
Let's see.
Or
Can we
Cameron.
brainstorm some.
Brainstorm away.
Neil Dunn. What was his name? the mouth flap.
What about a Jawa?
Jabba. Jabba?
Jabba. I just want to be one of the nuns from The Last
The
Jedi.
fish nuns?
The fish nuns,
And then just
the
walk
caretakers.
around with like bricks in my hand.
In some of the bonus features, they go into more like some of the deleted scenes with them, and I actually I found them a little annoying the first time we watched the movie, but the more I've seen of them, I'm like, let's just focus on them.
Yeah.
Let's do an entire side movie
I
on
love
them.
every moment with them in the movie because it's just like they're trying so hard to upkeep this place, and here comes Rey. I'm gonna blast a hole in the wall and knock some
I'm
stuff
a
down.
It's like the everyday people of New York with the Avengers. It's like they're just living their life, and to us they're these heroes, and to them it's like, you destroyed my bank, and where am I going to go for my ATM now? I have to go all the way 3 blocks that way.
It is true. 3
Also,
blocks.
can I explain a little bit of headcanon?
Yeah.
So the nuns on the island are the female of their species, and the men are out sailing. That's established in some of the books and stuff.
It's in the
like that.
deleted scenes too.
Yes. In my head, they're just singing Mysterious Fathoms Below the entire time.
And there's a deleted scene that's definitely worth watching when they come home.
That's awesome.
It's hilarious. It's it's one that you can tell they had a hard time getting rid of, and actually added a lot to the movie, but not that moved it forward in any way.
And that's how you know it's a good film, by the way, and this is a bit wider, when the deleted scenes are good, because that means they were willing to
always
sacrifice
trash
them
those
for a story.
Yeah, they were good. Chris Evans is saying goodbye to Captain America after Avengers 4. What do you feel about that? Very quickly.
Not surprised, but I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. It's something necessary that needs to happen, but it's sad to see it go.
Cameron?
I think Evans, we would have never predicted him to be the absolute best Captain America ever.
Yeah.
He has lived up to the role, and I think one of the best things he can do for the character is to leave it before we want him to leave.
Yeah.
Yep, I think you're absolutely correct. And, yeah, he'll be missed, but I think he'll go out being honored. And
Definitely.
And, yeah, you know, we'll see. And he did a nice thing over the weekend for a kid that wasn't doing so well, so that was cool.
Yeah.
He does that all the time, though. Finally, tonight, it is the last week of March, which means it's time to get our brackets together, and we did the Disney Pixar brackets just like everybody else on the internet, because
we like
should.
pressure.
Let's start off with Katie's bracket. Tyler, if you wouldn't mind throwing it up on the screen for us. And Katie, could you explain why it has tic-tac-toe on your...
That was my first thought as well. Very good.
No, so I was doing it on my computer, and I was adding text to my bracket, and then it wouldn't let me add any more text, so then I had to write on it.
So you really think that Tarzan is better than
No.
Lion King?
No.
Then why does it say T there?
It says Tangled.
Oh, you think Tangled is better
Yeah.
than Lion King?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, how does it feel to be wrong?
Okay, that's understandable.
And then you've
But
got
Aladdin's
Aladdin.
better than Tangled.
I agree with that. Could you zoom back out, please? And then we've got on the bottom
Big Sports Center level stuff. It's
Aladdin,
Yeah, Aladdin. It was Aladdin went versus Tangled, and
and then
Aladdin
Mulan,
won.
and then Aladdin. So Aladdin takes the win there versus... Go to the right side, please.
Mr. Producer, make things happen.
So top right, you've got what? Up,
It was Up.
and then you've got Coco, and then the bottom you've got Ratatouille, and I can't see what the very bottom is yet.
It was Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc., Ratatouille for the win, Coco for the win, Coco for the win, and then Coco took it all.
Yes.
That was great. I felt like I was in a sports channel or something.
Go, zug it
All
all.
right. Next, we'll look at mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours says things.
Yours looks like somebody put some thought into it, like the way you marked it. Looks
He
like
looks like he was writing down conspiracy theories.
I wouldn't be surprised if you have money on this.
I gave Lion King first. Lion King beat out Moana and took the top brackets. Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast fought in the bottom, with Beauty and the Beast winning. Beauty and the Beast taking the Disney side of things. On the right, Ratatouille took the bottom against Monsters. Coco
surprising.
beat out, I think it was it Toy Story? I don't remember what was at the very top. I can't see it either. Coco beat out Up. Coco ended up beating out Ratatouille, as much as I think they're actually the two most beautiful Pixar movies, I
Ratatouille's
think.
gorgeous.
Yeah, both of them are beautiful movies.
Patton
Coco
Oswalt did amazing
came
with
up
that.
against Beauty and the Beast, which I gave Beauty and the Beast the win.
That's surprising.
Over
Why?
which was
Over Coco.
over.
Not against Coco, but I was very surprised when I saw Beauty and the Beast like one
You
year
thought it was going to be
bracket.
Lion King, didn't you?
Yeah, kind of.
I think Beauty and the Beast was a more revolutionary film than Lion King.
Yeah.
And I think Beauty and the Beast made some casting choices that have connected in a different way than Coco, whereas Coco, from a critic standpoint, is probably a better film. I think Beauty and the Beast captures the bigger Walt Disney Company spirit.
And innovation in general. Think about Coco. It was like there was good storytelling.
Coco was the
but
next
not
step.
Innovation.
Coco was the next step. Beauty and the Beast was really a huge step. Yes, you
Yeah.
had Little Mermaid before it, but
No, but you like the spanning shot where it comes down from like the chandelier in the dancing scene.
there was just
That's
so many.
amazing,
There were
especially
so
for the
many
time.
things that you'd never seen before, never heard before with Beauty and the Beast, and as much as I love "Remember Me" from Coco, Beauty and the Beast is a much more iconic song.
Yeah.
And so I had to give the edge to Beauty and the Beast. With that, let's take a look at Cameron's brackets. He worked very hard to say that Hunchback of Notre Dame, which wasn't even included. Okay, talk about this, Cameron.
Hunchback of Notre Dame is the best
Hunchback?
film ever. And
Hunchback.
Hunchback.
Is this the
and-
Italian version or what? Okay.
Well, French. It's the best film, and there's no competition. So I put it.
It's true. I would love to see. I I highly commend whoever put this bracket together because I wouldn't have the patience to. But I think that some of the head-to-heads were very interesting, like Toy Story 3 versus The Good Dinosaur. And the fact that there are some movies that got left out. So
Like
Wouldn't you say
all
extinct?
Disney classic movies.
That was a Jurassic Park reference and a reference to what we're talking
There was
about.
nothing before Little Mermaid.
So
In the beginning, there was Little Mermaid.
I mean, because you
Little
could make
Mermaid
arguments
with
for
the ocean.
Snow White. I think you could make arguments for Sleeping Beauty over some of the ones that are in there. Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see a full, complete.
Oh, that would take so long.
It would, and it would be hard,
And we'd do it.
and we would do it.
I would not.
Who would be, counting all canon, who would be your ultimate winner?
Ultimate winner?
I still go Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, Meet the Robinsons.
Yep.
100%.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, we are running out of time for tonight.
You should go to thegeekscorner.com. That's where you can see more of this, and we do stuff.
Go to dapsmagic.com, check out the news as it happens, and there you can find a link to our Teespring store where you can get our merchandise.
And make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and Dabs Magic, as she mentioned. Also find us on social media because we'd love to connect with you and see you in the parks. But that is all the time we have for you tonight, so we will see you around the corner.